Students, good morning everyone. Welcome to our class. Today we will start our lesson number 4. The name of the chapter is David Copperfield, My Earliest Memories. You can see the chapter name on your screen. So this is a small chapter taken from the novel written by Charles Dickens. The author of this chapter is Charles Dickens, who is a great novelist, and this David Copperfield is the eighth novel of him. He has written more of this particular story is taken or has been taken from some of his life experiences, some of the personal experiences of Dickens. It's not exactly based on the true story, but some of the incidents may have been taken from the life experiences of Charles Dickens. So this chapter has been written in the from the perspective of the narrator, of the David Copperfield himself, who now as a grown man is describing his experiences of youth period when he was young, and what earliest memories, very fond memories which he had in his mind, he is describing that. This chapter is divided into scenes, name of the characters are there, and their conversation is being described here. So you can see the characters are narrator, mother, Mrs. Betsy, Peggotty, Dr. Chillip, David Copperfield. So scene 1 is here. In the scene 1, a young woman is sitting on a rocking chair. It starts with a young woman sitting on a rocking chair. Narrator: allow me to introduce myself. I am David Copperfield and I will tell you about my earliest memories. So it starts with the introduction of the David Copperfield, who is the narrator as well. He will narrate all the incidents. He is describing and he will tell us about his earliest memories which he had in his mind. I was born on a Friday at midnight. My mother lived alone and she was very vexed. So he is describing that he's telling that he was born on a Friday at midnight, and his mother lived alone. His mother is a single woman. Why? Because his father had died before his birth, and she was very worried. Why she was worried? Because she was alone and she was worried she was very vexed. Vexed means worried. You can see the word over here, vexed. This word means worried. So she was worried about the upbringing, about how she will take care of her young child. Mother: what will I do alone? How will I take care of this child? So she was worried about this fact. Suddenly she sees someone pressing her nose against the window. She screams and faints. So when she saw someone pressing her nose against the window, so she screams, वो तेज से चीखती है, and she faints. Faints means to lose, becomes unconscious, means बेहोश हो जाना. Scene 2. The woman is lying on a sofa. Mrs. Betsy is standing close to her and fanning her. Mother slowly opens her eyes. So scene 2 starts with the mother, with that woman. Woman is lying on the sofa. वो sofa पे लेटी है. And another woman is there, whose name is Mrs. Betsy, is standing close to her. वो उनके बगल में खड़ी है and fanning her. Mother slowly opens her eyes. Mother धीरे से अपनी आँखें खोलती है. Narrator: when mother finally opened her eyes, she saw my father's aunt, Mrs. Betsy, standing next to her. My poor father had died 6 months before I was born. So narrator is describing that another woman who was standing close to his mother was actually the aunt of his father, was actually the aunt of the David's father. वो David's के father की aunt है जो वहाँ आई हैं to look after the mother of David. So वो देखती हैं कि डेविड्स के फादर की आंट वहाँ आई हैं, एंड डेविड्स फादर डाइड 6 months बिफोर द डेविड्स बर्थ. डेविड के बर्थ लेने से पहले 6 महीने पहले ही उसके फादर ही जस्ट पास्ड अवे. मिसेस बेट्सी: my dear, this will not do at all when this girl is born. And she just stopped there. Mother: perhaps it is a boy. Mrs. Betsy Copperfield. It has to be a girl, and I will call her Betsy Trotwood. So we can see that Mrs. Betsy was having that urge, was just wanting it to be a baby girl. वो चाहती थी कि girl हो, and she had also decided the name. She had already decided the name of that girl, baby girl, Betsy Trotwood. She said that no, इसको girl ही होना होगा. When David's mother said that it may be a boy, हो सकता है ये boy भी हो, but she said that no, it has to be boy. इसे तो लड़की ही होना होगा, and I will call her Betsy Trotwood. Mother, about to faint. I feel so ill, I shall die. Mother was not feeling well, and she feel that I will die. Mrs. Betsy, no, have some tea. She said that no, just relax down, drink some tea. Mrs. Betsy run to the door. Door की तरफ दौड़ती हैं. Mrs. Betsy is saying to Peggotty, come here, bring some tea. Your mistress is not feeling well. So Mrs. Betsy called Peggotty, the maid of the house, the caretaker of the house. Bring some tea. Your mistress is not feeling well. My mistress is not feeling good. Bring some tea for her. Peggotty comes in with the tea. वो tea के साथ अंदर enter करती है. Mrs. Betsy, I think we should call the doctor, Peggotty. Mrs. Betsy says to Peggotty that I think it's time to call the doctor. Peggotty says, yes ma'am, I shall instantly call Dr. Chillip. Peggotty says that no, yes, I will instantly, immediately I will call the doctor, Chillip. Peggotty runs out. Mrs. Betsy goes and sits near mother. Peggotty जो है वो बाहर की तरफ चली जाती है to call the doctor, to phone the doctor, and Mrs. Betsy sits near the mother. वो मदर के साथ बगल में जाके बैठती हैं. Scene 3. Mrs. Betsy is by mother's bedside when the doctor comes in. Soon he helps mother give birth. So in scene 3 starts with when Mrs. Betsy is sitting close to the bedside of the mother, and doctor comes in and he helps the mother to deliver the baby, to give the birth to the baby. Doctor says, it's a boy, ma'am. What the doctor declared that? It's a baby boy. Mrs. Betsy, it can't be. I shall leave this place immediately. She walks out in a huff. So this thing, when she learned that it's not a baby girl, it's a baby boy, because she wanted to be a baby girl. वो चाहती थी कि मदर को क्या हो, एक बेबी गर्ल हो. एंड व्हेन शी लर्न दैट कि बेबी गर्ल नहीं बेबी बॉय हुआ है, शी बिकम ऑफेंडेड. शी फेल्ट बिकम हर्टेड. उसे लगता है कि वो हर्ट हुई हो बहुत ज़्यादा. शी बिकम ऑफेंडेड विद दैट and angrily left that place. No, I will leave that place immediately. I don't like this thing. I just wanted to be a baby boy, to be a baby boy, baby girl. But because it's a baby boy, I shall leave this place immediately. मैं अभी के अभी यहाँ से जा रही हूँ. She walks out in a huff. So you can see the another word, huff. Huff means that a noise or something when we speak out in that way that shows that we are being offended. जब हम कुछ इस तरह से बड़बड़ाते हुए या चीखते हुए जब हम कुछ निकलें या बोलें, that is the meaning of huff. That is meaning of huff, which shows that being offended. जब हम गुस्से में हों या हमें कुछ बुरा लगे, जब हमें कुछ चीज़ पसंद ना आती है, तो we just make these type of noise. That is the meaning of huff. So that Mrs. Betsy was also offended with the fact that the mother has given birth to a baby boy, so she just left that place and walks out with making that huff sound. Narrator, and that was last we saw of her, and at that time we saw last time her, she never came back again. After that, scene 4, narrator. So here we can see the two incidents, the bad incidents of the life of David, that before his birth, that thing shows how unlucky he was. These things had been described that before his birth, 6 months before he could take the birth, his father passed away. So he just lost his father. Then after, he had taken the birth. जैसे ही उसने birth लिया, जैसे ही उसने जन्म लिया, the aunt, his father's aunt, also left that place immediately. She also didn't like the fact that it's a boy. Now in scene 4, narrator. The years passed happily till I turned 8. I would laugh and play with my mother and Peggotty. One day, Peggotty came to me with some news. So narrator is saying that after his birth, 8 years passed very happily. He is now 8 years old, and he would laugh, play with his mother and Peggotty, and he was enjoying a quality time. One day, Peggotty comes with news for her, the David. Peggotty says, Master Davy, how would you like to go away with me for some time? We could go to my brother's house in Yarmouth. Peggotty says that, would you like to come with me to my brother's house? I'm going there. It would be a quality time for you. You will might enjoy over there. So, won't you mind to come with me there? David, that would be nice. But how we can leave mother unaccompanied here? So David says that yes, that would be nice. Joining you and going with you to your brother's house would be very great thing. But how can I leave my mother alone over here? Unaccompanied means not to take someone, not being someone, or not going to someone, not going to some place with someone. जब हम किसी के साथ नहीं जाते हैं किसी जगह, that is the meaning of unaccompanied. या हम किसी को अपने साथ ना लेके जाएं, that is the meaning of unaccompanied here. मैं उनके साथ, उन्हें बिना अपने साथ ले जाए, मैं उन्हें अकेले कैसे छोड़ के जाऊं? तो David says that. What on that thing, what Peggotty says, your mother will not be here. She is going for a visit elsewhere. Peggotty says that no, your mother will not remain here. हमारी mother यहाँ नहीं रहेंगी अकेले, वो कहीं और जा रही हैं. Narrator, we prepared to leave. When I left, my mother had a strange look on her face. I wondered what was happening. So, the narrator is saying that at the time he was preparing to leave to Yarmouth, to Peggotty's brother's house, he had seen a strange expressions on the face of his mother. What was that thing? He was wondering about that. कि क्या हो रहा था? What was happening? What was going to happen? He was not knowing that. He was not aware of that thing. That कि क्या होने वाला है? क्या हो रहा है? But he had seen that unusual look on her face, on his mother's face. A few days passed happily, and then I got such a shocking news that changed my life forever. So then he said that after he went to Yarmouth, there also some of the days passed very happily. He was happy there, enjoying that time. And one day he got a shocking news. उसको एक shocking news मिलती है that changed his life forever, जिसने उसकी जिंदगी हमेशा के लिए बदल दी. What was that news? My mother had remarried, and I had a stepfather named Mr. Murdstone. So you can see the other word. This word remarried. Remarried means to marry again. Remarried means to marry again. So my mother had remarried. So David's mother had remarried to a man named Mr. Murdstone, and this very thing changed his life forever. So we can say that these are some of the bad experiences of his life, his personal experiences, when before his birth he lost his father, then after the aunt of his father become offended, and after at a certain age he also lost her mother in some way. He had a stepfather now, Mr. Murdstone. And what happened after that in the life of David is not being given here. It is in that novel, that complete novel. Here we will end our chapter, we will end our class today. Go through the chapter properly. We will meet our next class. Goodbye. See you soon. Thank you.